Of Alice in Wonderland.
Not now, Alice, I'm reading.
Then read to me.
You wouldn't like this book.
It doesn't have any pictures. What's the use of a book without pictures or conversations?
Quiet, please. I'd like to finish my book.
Margaret?
Yes?
I'm hungry.
Look in the picnic basket. There should be some sugar tarts.
I don't see any.
Look again. I know we didn't eat them all.
There isn't a single one. Someone must have taken them.
Don't be silly. You've been nibbling at them since tea.
I have? Now then, Alice, tell the truth. Did you steal those tarts? Oh, no, sir. I don't think so. If I did, then why am I still hungry? Then was it Dinah? Dinah? My dear little cat? But she's at home, sir. Your sister? Margaret? Oh, no, sir. She's much too busy reading. Oh, I don't know who stole those tarts. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I know. Oh, the hour. Oh, so late, so late. Oh, my ears and whiskers. Oh. Now, this is curious. What could a rabbit possibly be late for? Excuse me. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye, I'm late. A rabbit, but a rabbit as tall as I, and it spoke, and took a watch out of its pocket. Oh, I must follow it. But where? Under the hedge? Why, look, there's a rabbit hole here. Should I hop down it too? Yes, I think I will. All these doors appear to be locked. Locked. I wonder... Oh, what a lovely, lovely garden. How I should like to get out there among the bright flowers and cool fountains. I'll never fit. Now what? Curious. This certainly wasn't here before. Drink me. Better look first, for if one drinks too much from a bottle marked poison, it is almost certain to disagree with one, sooner or later. Doesn't appear to be poison. Tastes like custard, cherry tart, roast turkey, pineapple. Goodness, what did I do? What's happening? I shrunk, and now I can fit through the door. It's locked. Where did I put that key? Oh no, I'll never reach it up there. it makes me grow larger, then I can reach the key. And if it makes me grow shorter, then I can creep under the door. I don't care what happens. Which way, which way? I'm growing up again. Oh, stop! First, I'm as small as a mouse, and now I'm as tall as a house. Oh, it's getting closer and closer, indeed it is. Oh, I must stop crying though, especially since I can't remember why I started. And where did that white rabbit go? It must have known I was following it. How rude of it to vanish. How very rude. Especially since I don't know where I am or where I'm going or how to get there. I'm shrinking again. And I didn't eat a bite or drink a drop. It must be in my system. Excuse me?
Why? What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Then what do you want to be excused for?
I don't want to be excused for anything, really.
Then I would advise you not to say excuse me.
Please don't swim away.
I can't swim in one place.
Why, you're a mouse.
No comment.
Can you tell me where I am?
You ought to know. They're your tears, not mine.
My tears? Amazing.
Big tears, I'd say. You must be quite blubbery.
Don't mice cry?
Not this much. It would take me 100 years to cry a pool this size.
Oh, I must tell Dinah.
Who's Dinah?
Dinah's my sweet little cat.
The cat!
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't suppose we should talk about cats.
I wasn't.
But Dinah's such a sweet pet. I think you'd take a great liking to her. She purrs and washes her face with her paws. And she's such a great one for catching.
She's a ferret!
I beg your pardon.
Pardon granted.
Okay, good. Now how do we get out of here?
Try swimming to shore.
What can I find there?
Depends which shore you swim to.
Well, I'm looking for a white rabbit.
Why?
I was following it, and poof, it vanished.
A light story.
I believe it was on its way to some sort of game.
The croquet game?
Do you think I can attend the croquet game too?
Did she invite you?
Who?
The queen.
No, but I have a feeling that's where I'm going.
Better see the Duchess first.
Where can I find her?
Where she lives, of course. But don't tell her I told you. I don't care to have my head chopped off.
Neither do I.
Well, that's what she'll do, you know.
You mean the Duchess?
No, the queen. She's uncommonly fond of beheading people.
Well, that's very rude. One can't go about just chopping people's heads off.
Try telling her that.
Wait, I still have several questions I want to ask you. It's impolite to swim away when I haven't finished. Oh, the Duchess! The Duchess! Oh, my dear paws! Oh, my fur and whiskers! She'll get me executed as sure as ferrets are ferrets! Where can I have dropped them? Oh, there you are, Marianne! Don't bother to explain, there isn't time. Just run home and make certain you fetch me my white gloves and a fan, and hurry! But no buts about it. I'll need my white gloves for the croquet game. It's one of the Queen's new rules. And a fan for the tea party. If she's in the mood, hurry! The rabbit mistook me for a housemaid. How surprised it'll be when it finds out who I am. I better look for those gloves and fan, though. was when I got up this morning, but I must have changed several times since then.
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself.
I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir, because I'm not myself. You see?
I don't see.
I'm afraid I can't put it any more clearly, for I don't understand it myself to begin with, and being so many different sizes in a day is very confusing.
Is it?
Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet, but when you turn into a butterfly, you'll feel a little odd, won't you?
A bit.
Perhaps you're different. It would feel very odd to me.
You. Who are you?
I think you ought to tell me who you are first.
Wait, come back. I have something important to say.
What is it?
Keep your temper.
Is that all?
No. So you think you've changed, do you?
I'm afraid I am, sir. I can't remember things like I used to, and I don't seem to stay the same size for 10 minutes together.
What size do you wish to be?
Well, I'm not particular as to size, only one doesn't like changing so often, you know?
I don't know. Look, are you content now?
Well, I should like to be a little larger, sir, if possible. 3 inches is such a wretched height to be.
It is a very good height indeed.
But I'm not used to it.
You'll get used to it in time. Oh, by the way, one side will make you grow taller. The other side will make you grow shorter.
One side of what? The other side of what?
The mushroom. Duh.
Now what? Which is which?
You see this handsomely engraved invitation, I suppose?
Yes, I do.
Well, it's not for you, so stop whining.
I beg your pardon, but I wasn't whining.
Time for knocks on the door. Hark ye! Hark ye! An invitation from the Queen. Frog footman, servant to the Duchess at your service. For the Duchess, an invitation from the Queen to play croquet. From the Queen, invitation for the Duchess to play croquet. There is no sort of use in knocking, and that is for 2 reasons. First, because I am on the same side of the door as you are. Secondly, they're making such a noise inside that no one could possibly hear you.
But please, how am I to get in? She might know the White Rabbit.
Ah, there might be some sense in your knocking if there was a door between us. For instance, if you were inside, you might knock and I could let you out, you know?
Yes, but how am I to get in?
I shall sit here until tomorrow. Or the next day, maybe.
But how am I to get in?
Are you to get in at all is the first question, you know.
It's truly dreadful the way these creatures argue. It's enough to drive one crazy.
I shall sit here on and off for days and days.
But what am I to do?
Anything you like. Baby frog, do 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 do. Do do do. Baby frog, ribbit. Baby frog.
Oh, there's no use in talking to her. She's perfectly idiotic.
Mama frog, Mama frog, Mama frog, Daddy frog.
An invitation.
An invitation from the Queen to play croquet.
There is certainly too much pepper in that soup.
Go right!
Excuse me, could you tell me why your cat grins like that? It's a Cheshire cat, and that's why. I didn't know that Cheshire cats always grinned. In fact, I didn't know they could grin. They all can, and most of them do. I don't know of any that do.
You don't know much. And that's a fact.
Pig! Oh, please mind what you're doing.
If everybody minded their own business, the world would go around a deal lot faster than it does.
Which would not be an advantage. Just think of what work it would make with the day and the night. You see, the Earth takes 24 hours to rotate on its axis.
Talking of axes, chop off her head! Speak roughly to your little boy and beat him when he sneezes. He only does it to annoy because he knows it teases.
Do you think the Queen would object to my company?
Nothing to fret even if she does. She'll only behead you.
Only?
Tell you what, we'll make a game of it. After she has you beheaded, I'll box her ears. Doesn't that sound like fun?
No.
There are two things I can't abide, and the other one is rudeness.
Forgive me. I don't wish to seem rude, nor do I wish to be beheaded.
Here, you may nurse it a bit if you'd like. I must go and get ready to play croquet with the Queen.
Well, I never. They might have said goodbye. Now, whatever am I to do with this dear little baby? There. I certainly won't treat you as roughly as the Duchess did. If I was to leave this child behind, they'll surely kill it in a day or two. Wouldn't it be murder to leave it behind? Rock-a-bye, baby. I do believe this child somewhat resembles a pig. Now, if you're going to turn into a pig, my dear, I'll suddenly have nothing more to do with you. If it would have grown up, it would have been a dreadfully ugly child. But it makes a rather handsome pig, I think. Pigs in a blanket.
Just run home and make certain you fetch me my white gloves and a fan and meet me on the dot.
I think I need a little help.
Will you play croquet with the queen today?
I should like it very much, but I haven't been invited yet.
You'll see me there. By the by, what became of the baby? I've nearly forgot to ask.
It turned into a pig.
It did. I thought it would. Boys often do.
It disappeared. I suppose I should be more surprised, but so many odd things have been happening lately.
Did you say pig or fig?
I said pig, and I would prefer it if you would stop appearing and vanishing so suddenly. It makes me quite giddy.
All right.
I think I'll visit the March Hare. I've seen hatters before. The March Hare will be the most interesting, and perhaps, as it is May, it won't be raving mad. At least, not as mad as it would be in March. It must be very uncomfortable for the dormouse. Only, as he's asleep, I suppose he doesn't mind.
No room! No room! No room!
There's plenty of room. Look at all the places. I'll sit here.
Have some ice cream.
I don't see any ice cream.
Because there isn't any.
It wasn't very polite of you to offer me some.
It was not very polite of you to sit down without being asked.
I didn't know it was your table, except for so many more than 3 people.
Why is a ribbon like a writing desk?
I love riddles. I believe I can answer that.
Do you mean you think you can find out the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Then why don't you say what you mean?
I do. At least I mean what I say. It's the same thing, you know.
Oh, not the same thing, bitch. Why, you might just as well say that what I see is the same thing as I see what I eat.
You might just as well say that I like what I get is the same thing as I get what I like.
Have some more tea.
I can't have more when I haven't had any.
Full already?
No. More tea, please.
Splendid!
What day of the month is it?
The 4th?
Oh, 2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works.
It was the best butter!
Yes, but some crumbs must have gotten in as well. You should not have put it in with a bread knife.
It was the best butter!
What a funny watch. It tells what day of the month it is and not what o'clock it is?
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
Of course not. That's because it stays the same year for so long together.
Which is precisely the case with mine.
I don't quite understand you.
Have you thought of your answer yet?
No, I give up. How is a raven like a writing desk?
I don't know.
haven't the faintest idea.
Really, wasting time coming up with riddles with no answers.
Move! Everyone got a clean top except for the three of us.
Last March, just before he went mad, I was performing at a concert given by the Queen. I have a superb singing voice, you know. I was singing a song. It goes like this. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. I wonder where you're at. Perhaps you know it.
Sounds familiar.
It goes on like this. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
Oh no! He's going back! Oh no! He's going back! We're not working on him! He's going back! He's going back!
Time for you.
I only wish it was.
I'm getting bored of this. I hope the young lady tells us a story.
I'm afraid I don't know one.
Oh, then I hope the dormouse tell us a story.
I second and third the motion.
Motion fast.
That would be nice.
Wait, the dormouse, he's asleep again. Quick, everyone hold your breath and count to 0. Wake up, the dormouse! Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up!
I wasn't asleep. I'm going to be worried to tell us what we're saying.
Tell us a story!
Be quick about it, or you'll be asleep before it's over. Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and the names were Elsie, Lacey, and Zoe. And they lived at the bottom of the lake. Uh-oh, sounds like a good one.
They keep getting better.
Thanks, you're drawing things.
What, for example?
Take some more tea!
I've had none yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less? It's very easy to take more than nothing.
But I don't understand. What did they draw?
Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly lived at the bottom of the lake.
Yes, but what did they draw?
If you can't be civil, you might as well finish the story yourself.
No, I won't interrupt again. Please go on.
I want a clean cup. Let's all move one place on.
To the house of Tweedledee. To Tweedledum's house. I believe they both live in the same house. What peculiar looking men. I suppose they both got Tweedle round at the back of the collar.
If you think we're waxworks, you ought to pay, you know. Waxworks ain't made to be looked at for nothing, no how. Country-wise, if you think we're blind, you ought to speak. That's logic.
Sure, I'm very sorry.
I'm Tweedledee. And I'm Tweedledum. And we're twins!
Well, it's been very nice meeting you. Goodbye.
Oh, you're getting backwards. Yes, my first thing in the visit's to say, how do you do and shake hands and shake hands and shake hands. How do you do and shake hands and state your name and business. That's manners.
Well, my name is Alice, and I was wondering which is the best way out of this forest. It's getting dark out, so...
Oh, you can't go yet. Oh, the visit just started. You want to know how to go seek? Or button. What's the button?
No, thank you.
If you stay long enough, we might have a battle.
That's very kind of you, but I really must be going.
Why?
Well, I'm looking for the White Rabbit.
Why?
I'm curious about the Queen's croquet game.
Oh, she's curious. The oysters were curious too, are they? Do you remember what happened to them?
Why? What happened to the oysters?
You wouldn't be interested?
But I am.
No, you're in much too much of a hurry.
Well, perhaps I could spare a little time.
You could? Well, the story of the walrus and the carpenter, or the story of the curious oysters. The sun was shining on the sea, shining with all his might. He did his very best to make the billows smooth and bright. And this was odd, because it was the middle of the night. The walrus and the carpenter were walking close at hand. The beach was white from side to side, but much too full of sand. Mr. Walrus, said the carpenter, my brain begins to perk. We'll sweep this clear in half a year if you don't mind the work.
Work? Ooh.
The walrus said,
The time has come to talk of other things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax and cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. Kalukale, no work today for the cabbages and kings. Oysters. The day is warm and bright. A pleasant walk, a pleasant talk would be of sheer delight.
Yes, and if we get hungry on the way, we'll stop and have a bite.
but Mother Oyster winked her eye and shook her heavy head. She knew too well this was no time to leave her oyster bed.
See, it's nice. Take my advice and stay right here.
Mom said,
Oh, yes, of course. And then the time has come to talk of other things, of shoes and ships and sealing wax and cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. Kalukale, let's run away, we're the cabbages and kings. And, a piece of bread is what we chiefly need.
Yes, and some salt and pepper and vinegar, eh?
Oh, yes, a splendid idea. Now, if you're ready, oysters, dear, we can begin the feed. Oh, yes, the time has come to talk of food and things.
Of peppercorns, some mustard seeds, and other seasoning. We'll mix them all together in a sauce fit for kings. Kalukale will eat today like cabbages and kings.
Oh, I weep for you. I deeply sympathize, for I've enjoyed your company much more than you realize.
Little oysters, little oysters.
but answer there came none, and this was scarcely odd, because they'd been eating. Everyone. The end.
That was a very sad story.
Hey, and there's a moral to it.
Yes, a very good one. If you happen to be an oyster...
Another recitation!
But...
It's like a Father William!
Really, I'm...
First! But you are it again and again and again. And I've done it again and again and again. Rock, paper, scissors,
I don't want that at all. Why, I've been dressing myself for the last 2 hours.
May I put your shawl straight for you?
Oh, I don't know what's the matter with it. It's out of temper, I think. Why, I've pinned it here and I've pinned it there, but there's no pleasing it.
You can't go straight, you know, if you pin it all to one side. And dear me, what a state your hair is in.
Oh, well, yes, the brush has gotten entangled in it. I lost the comb yesterday.
Come.
Oh.
There. You look rather better now, but you really should have a lady's maid.
Oh, and I'm sure I'll take you with pleasure. 2 pence a week and jam every other day.
Oh, I don't want you to hire me, and I don't care for jam.
Oh, well, it's very good jam.
But I don't want any today at any rate.
But you could not have it if you did want it. The rule is jam tomorrow and jam yesterday, but never jam today.
But it must sometime come to jam today.
No, it can't. The rule is jam every other day. Today is not any other day, you know.
I don't quite understand you. It's dreadfully confusing.
Oh, well, that's the effect of living backwards. It always makes one a little giddy at first.
Living backwards? Why, I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, it has one great advantage in it, that one's memory works both ways.
I assure you my memory only works one way. I can't remember things before they happen.
Well, it's a poor sort of memory that only works backwards.
What sort of things do you remember best?
Mainly the things that happen a week after next. For instance, there's the king's messenger. He's in prison now being punished, but the trial does not even begin until next Wednesday. And of course the crime comes last of all.
Suppose he never commits the crime.
Well, that would be all the better, wouldn't it?
Of course it would be all the better, but it wouldn't be all the better his being punished.
Well, you're wrong there at any rate. Were you ever punished?
Only for faults.
And you were all the better for it, I know.
Yes, but then I had done the thing I was being punished for. That makes all the difference.
But if you hadn't done them, well, that would be better still. Oh, better and better and better.
There's a mistake somewhere.
Oh, would you help me up, please?
Of course. Oh, my finger's bleeding. Oh, what happened? Did you prick your finger?
Why, I have not pricked it yet, but I shall soon.
When do you expect it to prick it?
Oh, when I fasten my shawl again. The brooch will come undone directly. Ow!
Take care, you're holding it all crooked.
Oh, well, there you see. That accounts for the bleeding. Now, you understand the way things happen.
But why don't you scream now?
Why, I've done all the screaming already. What would be the good of having it all over again?
I'm glad it's getting lighter outside. I was afraid the night was coming on.
Oh, I wish I could manage to be glad. Only I can never remember the rule. You must be very happy here living in the wood and being glad whenever you like.
Only it's so very lonely here.
Oh, don't go on like that. Consider what a great girl you are. Consider what a long way you've come today. Consider what o'clock it is. Oh, consider anything, only don't cry.
Can you stop from crying by considering things?
No. Let's consider your age to begin with. How old are you?
I'm 7.5 exactly.
Oh, now, I'll give you something to believe. I am just 101 5 months of the day.
Oh, I can't believe that.
Oh, why can't you? Try again. Draw a long breath and shut your eyes.
Oh, there's no use. One can't believe impossible things.
Oh, why, I dare say you haven't had much practice. Why, when I was your age, I always did it for half an hour a day. Why, sometimes I believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Now, you shall see me pin it on again all by myself.
Then I hope your finger is better by now.
Oh, much better. Oh, much better. Oh, much better.
I've never seen such a fuss about anything in all my life. Never.
I told you we're all mad.
But how do you know you're mad?
A dog's not mad. You grant that?
I suppose so.
Well then, a dog growls when it's angry and wags its tail when it's pleased. Now I growl when I'm pleased and wag my tail when I'm angry. Therefore, I'm mad.
I call it purring, not growling.
Call it what you like. Did you play croquet with the queen today? You'll see me there.
Wait, please.
Yes?
Before you go, could you tell me, please, what was the meaning behind that poem?
Well, if you'd like to learn the meaning of a thing, you must first consult an expert.
Why, it's Humpty Dumpty himself.
Exactly!
And how exactly like an egg he is.
It is very provoking to be called an egg. Very.
I said you looked like an egg, sir. And some eggs are very pretty, you know?
Some people have more sense than a baby.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Don't stand there chattering to yourself like that. Tell me your name and business.
My name is
It's a
Alice.
stupid name. What does it mean?
Must a name mean something?
Of course. My name means the shape that I am. Very good, handsome shape it is. And with a name like yours, you might be any shape almost.
Why do you sit out here all alone?
There's no one up here with me. Duh. Ask another.
Don't you think you'd be safer on the ground? The wall is so very narrow.
What tremendously easy riddles you ask. Why, of course not. If I ever did fall, very unlikely. But if I ever did fall, he has promised me to promise his own mouth to
send all of his horses and all of his...
How'd you know that? You've been spying on me.
No, it's in a book. What a lovely belt you've got on. Or necktie, should I say. I mean, belt. I beg your pardon. I do wish I hadn't chosen that subject. If only I knew which was neck, which was waist.
It is very provoking when someone doesn't know the difference between a belt and a necktie.
I do, it's very ignorant of me.
It's a necktie, child, and a beautiful one, as you say. Received it as a gift from the White King and Queen.
Really? Why, I just met the White Queen.
They gave it to me for an birthday present.
I beg your pardon?
Got affected.
I mean, what is an unbirthday present?
Why present to receive on a day other than your birthday, of course.
I like birthday presents best.
You don't know what you're talking about. How many days are there in a year?
365.
And how many birthdays have you?
1.
Now, you take one. From 365, what remains?
364, of course.
Now that means that there are 364 days where you might receive an birthday present, and only one where you might receive a birthday present. Is today your birthday?
No.
Happy birthday to you! I have a poem for you.
Thank you.
I sent a message to the fish. I told them this is what I wish. The little fish's answer was, "We cannot do it, sir, because..."
I'm afraid I don't quite understand.
It's easier further on. Then someone came to me and said, "The little fishes are in bed." I grabbed a corkscrew from the shelf and went to wake them up myself. And when I found the door was locked, I pulled and pushed and kicked and knocked. And when I found the door was shut, I tried to turn the handle, but...
Is that all?
That is all. We shake hands now if you like. Well!
Dumpty, I wish I could have helped him.
Now one can breathe more easily. I was sent here, you know. We all were. All the king's horses and all the king's men. Now, where's Humpty Dumpty?
I'm afraid you're too late, sir.
You mean he's expired? How sad. He was a very good egg. What about you, my dear? You wouldn't care to be rescued, would you? I do so very well, you see.
Oh, yes, please. I can't seem to find my way out of this forest.
Well then, help me on my horse, and I shall see you through to the end of the world. Oh, whoa.
What is this?
You're admiring my little box. It's my own invention to keep clothes and sandwiches in. I carry it upside down so the rain can't get in.
But then the things can get out. You do know the lid's open, right?
I didn't know it. And all the things must have fallen out. And the box is no use without them. Can you guess why I did that? In hopes that some bees might make a nest in it. Then I should get the honey.
But you already have a bee's hive, or something like it, fastened to the saddle.
Yes, it's a very good beehive. One of the best kind, but not a single bee has come near it yet. And that other thing's a mousetrap. I suppose the mice keep the bees out. Or the bees keep the mice out. I don't know which.
I was wondering what the mousetrap was for. It isn't very likely there'd be any mice on the horse's back.
Not very likely, perhaps, but if they do come, I don't choose to have them running all about. You see, it's as well to be provided for everything. That's why the horse has all those anklets around its feet.
But what are they for?
To guard against the bites of sharks. It's an invention of my own. And now, help me on. I must be on my way. Oh, whoa. My bad.
You must not have had much practice in riding.
What makes you say that?
Because if you'd had more practice, you wouldn't fall off quite so often.
I've had plenty of practice. Plenty of practice. The great art of riding is to keep your balance. Oh. Whoa.
Oh, it's too ridiculous. You ought to have a wooden horse on wheels.
Does that kind of suit you?
Oh, yes. Much more smoothly than a live horse.
I'll get one. 1, 2, 7.
How can you go on talking so quietly, head downwards?
What does it matter where my body happens to be? My mind goes on working all the same. In fact, the more head downwards I am, the more new things I invent.
You must have invented a great many.
Oh yes, I have that. And now, I must leave you. We are at the end of the road.
Already?
Well, you only have a few yards to go, but you'll stay and see me off. I shan't be long. Will you wave your handkerchief when I reach that turn in the road? I think it'll encourage me, see?
Of course I'll wait. And thank you for walking with me.
I do hope you'll remember me.
You've been so very kind to me. I believe I'll remember you best of all.
I hope so. I hope so. I wouldn't want you to forget it. Alice.
I wonder, how did he know my name? I do hope that encouraged him. Well, I don't seem to be at the edge of the wood yet. I'll never find the beautiful garden or the white rabbit at this rate. Oh dear, oh no, that will never make it in time. Oh, well, come along, Marianne, otherwise you'll be late too. Oh, Mr. Rabbit, wait for me.
Look out now, 5. Don't go splashing paint all over me like that.
I couldn't help it. 7 jogged my elbow.
That's right, 5. Always lay the blame on others.
Well, you should talk. I heard the queen say only yesterday you deserve to be beheaded.
What for?
That's none of her business.
Yes, it is her business, and I'll tell her. It was for bringing the cook tulip roots instead of onions.
All unjust things. Wait, are all of the roses red?
The red ones are?
Look! Where? There! A white rose! She'll have her heads!
Give it me!
Oh, I thought I was able to use the garden at last.
Thank you. You nearly startled me.
I was just wondering, why can't you leave the white rose the way it is?
Because we're fond of our heads. That's why.
It's the only head I have. See? What's that got to do with the white rose?
Everything!
Quickly, the paint, dip the rose, don't get any on your hands, and do not spill any. We'll spot it in a minute. You mean the queen?
Who else?
Wouldn't it be funny if she sniffed it and got red paint all over her nose? Hilarious! The queen! Excuse me. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I made it just in time without a single moment to spare. Oh, there you are, Marianne. I hope you brought my gloves.
The King and Queen of Hearts.
Off with your head! 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 Who is this? Her name is Marianne, Your Majesty. My name is Alice, Your Majesty.
Don't speak until you're spoken to.
Why, if everyone obeyed that rule, and you always waited until you were spoken to, and the other person...
That's ridiculous. Such a vicious temper. Where did you come from and where are you going? Look up, stand up straight, don't you
ears all the time. I'm afraid I've lost my way, Your Majesty. All the ways about here belong to me. Curtsy while you speak to me, it saves time. If you please, Your Majesty. It doesn't please me. Nothing pleases me. I'm in a constant state of displeasure, and I like it that way. And who are these? How should I know? It's no business of mine. Turn them over. Get up.
Come on, get up, show some respect.
And what have you been doing here?
Please, Your Majesty.
Oh, I see. Off with their heads! You wouldn't dare. What?
Please, dear, she's just a little girl.
She'll be a headless fool if she doesn't mind her manners.
Mind your manners. Mind.
I don't mind. Can you play croquet? Yes, indeed. One of my favorite games. I invented it. Ask them. Prepare for the croquet game. Oh, it's a fine day. Fairy, where's the Duchess? Hush. She's under sentence for execution. What for? She boxed the Queen's ears. Hush, the Queen will hear you. She'll have the Duchess beheaded. It's a wonder there's anyone left alive. See here, the Duchess came rather late, and the Queen's... Time for the croquet game! Get to your places! Fancy using flamingos for mallets. I wonder what they use for croquet balls. Bring out the hedgehogs! It's your turn. I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. Oh, it's rude to beg. Just get on with it. She missed. Nothing for Marianne. Alice, move. And 2 extra turns. And 2 extra turns. But that's not the way you play. All the ways about here belong to me. I believe I'm going to win. As for you, you stupid girl, off with your head! It's a wonder there's anyone left alive.
You said you wanted something unusual to happen. Remember? Is this unusual enough?
Oh, it's the Cheshire Cat. It's a little too unusual, actually. I've never experienced such a croquet game. I find it difficult to believe the Queen invented it. She doesn't seem acquainted with the rules at all.
She isn't. She dismissed them long ago, even before she became acquainted with them.
Did you hear about the Duchess?
Her head gone.
No, but almost. She boxed the Queen's ears. Imagine. Do you think we should do something about her?
Who?
The Duchess.
Have you met the mock turtle?
I don't even know what a mock turtle is.
It's the thing mock turtle soup is made from.
I never saw one nor heard of one.
Maybe the mock turtle will tell you her story. She's never told me. She hasn't told anyone, come to think of it. Come on, she will tell you her history. Mock turtle!
down, both of you, and please don't utter a word until I finish.
How can she finish if she never begins?
Once, long ago, when everything was different, I was not a mock turtle. I was a real turtle. When we were little, we went to school in the sea. The master was an old turtle. We used to call him Tortoise.
Why did you call him Tortoise if he wasn't one?
Because he taught us! Really, you are very dull.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself for asking such simple questions.
We went to school every day. We called it day school.
That's not terribly unusual, you know. I go to school every day too.
Really? Well, do you study extras?
French and music.
We studied washing, do you?
No.
Doesn't sound like much of a school you've got there. What about teachers? My teacher was an old crab. Do you have an old crab for a teacher?
Depends on her mood. So, for how many hours a day did you do lessons?
10 hours the first day, 9 the next, and so on.
What a curious plan.
That's why they're called lessons! Because they lesson from day to day!
Well, now you must tell us your history.
My history? All of it.
No, just begin at the beginning, go through till the end, then stop.
Well,
Come on, we haven't got all day, you know. The trial will begin any moment now.
the trial? What trial?
The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer day, and so forth.
Yes, but why must there be a trial?
To find the culprit, I expect. Besides, it's the rule. The trial's beginning! The trial's beginning! The Queen's tarts have been stolen!
I remember this poem. It was the Knave of Hearts.
Better walk a little faster.
I really enjoyed hearing your history.
Yours was pretty good too. Nice and brief.
I can't wait to tell the Queen I know who stole her tarts.
Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you, won't you join the dance?
Herald, we are ready. The accusation, Herald, read it. Herald. Herald.
Herald!
My name's not Harold.
I know that you're the herald of the court, so read the accusation.
I've got to blow my trumpet first. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Consider your verdict.
Not yet, not nearly yet. There's a great deal to come before that.
Then call the first witness.
Call the first witness.
I beg but I haven't quite finished my tea when I was sent for.
You ought to have finished. When did you begin?
The 14th of March, I think it was.
15!
Write that down. Take off your hat.
It isn't mine.
Stolen?
No. I keep it to sell. I've done my own. I'm a hatter, you see, so I can't take it off unless you buy it.
Just take home and give your evidence, or I'll have you executed on the spot.
Did you see the prisoner steal my tarts?
Who's the prisoner?
He is the Knave of Hearts.
Well, no, Your Majesty. I didn't see him steal your tarts.
Why not?
I was at a tea party. I'm always at a tea party. Oh, I'm just a poor woman. In what? With the bread and the butter, getting so thin, in the twinkling of the tea.
Twinkling of what?
It began with the tea.
Yeah, twinkling begins with the T. Do you take me for an idiot? That's all you know, you may stand down.
I can't get no lower. I'm on the floor as it is.
Then you may sit down.
I'd rather finish my tea.
You may go.
Just take your head off outside.
Please consider your verdict.
Not yet, please, Your Majesty. Not yet. Be patient.
Just call the next witness.
Call the next witness. Next witness, please.
Let me go!
State your name, address, occupation. I think one of Your Majesties should question this witness.
Oh, don't give a hoot who questions me, it won't do any good!
See here, my good man.
Not me!
What were the tarts made of? You're a cook, and you should know.
Mostly pepper!
Just consider your verdict.
Please, Your Majesty. Not yet. If the tarts were stolen, what are they doing here?
Please stop confusing the jury.
We'd get a lot more done around here if we chopped off everyone's head, and that's a fact. Did you steal the tarts?
I must have. The poem says so. The Knave of Hearts, he stole the tarts.
Yes, but just because the poem says so doesn't necessarily make it true. I've heard poems that aren't quite the truth. Name one. All right. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. Now we all know that bats don't twinkle. They squeak. Yes, but they don't twinkle. I hate that poem, especially when it's sung. The point is, the poor Knave of Hearts didn't steal the tarts just because the poem says so.
He doesn't twinkle either! He needs more pepper! Everybody needs more pepper!
One more witness.
Call the last witness.
I call Marianne Ellis. Take the stand. All right. State your name, address, occupation, and complete history. Well, my name is Alice, and I used to live in a lovely white house. At least I did when I got up this morning. And I have a sweet little kitty named Dinah.
Write that down.
I suppose you could say my occupation is daydreaming. I do a great deal of it. And I would really enjoy it if we would finish up this trial and pass around those tarts. And perhaps someone can make some tea?
Did she say tea?
She wants to destroy the evidence!
Consider your verdict.
I'm awfully hungry. Guilty! She's guilty! She practically admitted it! But I'm not on trial. The Knave of Hearts is.
How nice. I've been guilty every other time, you know.
You've been on trials before?
Only when she makes some tarts, which is every afternoon. The Queen of Tarts, she made some tarts all on a summer day.
But in winter?
Winter. It's always summer here.
It is?
Yes,
that's the rule!
I should have guessed.
Verdict!
Off with her head! You're nothing but a pack of cards! and I met a caterpillar, and a duchess with a Cheshire cat that grins, and I played croquet with the Queen of Hearts, and she just kept screaming, off with your head, off with your head!
Oh, my dear, you've been asleep and dreaming.
Dreaming? But it seems so real.
Dreams often do. But you better run home now, it's getting late.
Okay.
You still have a few chores to do before tea.
Oh, I will.
Straighten up the cupboard, tidy up your bedroom.
Yes, Margaret.
Oh, and Alice dear.
Yes?
Don't forget to polish the looking glass.
Oh, I won't. A dream. Yes, it was all just a dream. Calm down, Alice. Calm down.